Join us as we delve into the 34 challenges that paint a vivid portrait of the difficulty of life for an INFJ man. 1. The burden of emotional intensity. From the overwhelming highs to the crushing lows, the emotional intensity that courses through the veins of the INFJ man can feel like a burden at times. Navigating these intense emotions becomes a perpetual dance, demanding resilience and self-awareness. 2. The struggle to find like minds. In a world that often values conformity over depth, the INFJ man grapples with the challenge of finding like minds. The yearning for authentic connections, where ideas can be explored and emotions shared without judgment, becomes a constant quest. 3. Balancing idealism and realism. The INFJ man is often torn between the idealistic visions that dance in their minds and the stark realities of the world. Striking a balance between their lofty aspirations and the practical demands of everyday life becomes a delicate tightrope walk. 4. Overthinking every decision. The gift of foresight can transform into a curse as the INFJ man finds himself overthinking every decision. The weight of potential outcomes and the desire to make choices aligned with their values contribute to decision paralysis. 5. Nurturing relationships amidst solitude. While solitude is a sanctuary for the INFJ man, the challenge lies in nurturing meaningful relationships amidst this need for aloneness. Finding individuals who understand the delicate dance between solitude and connection becomes a perpetual quest. 6. Constant battle with self-doubt. Despite their profound insights, the INFJ man grapples with a persistent companion, self-doubt. The inner critic whispers doubts about their abilities, worth, and impact, requiring constant self-affirmation to drown out the negativity. 7. The weight of empathetic overwhelm. Empathy, a cherished trait, can transform into a heavy burden as the INFJ man absorbs the emotions of those around him. The challenge lies in managing the empathetic overwhelm and preventing it from becoming a detriment to their own well-being. 8. Duality of introverted extroversion. The INFJ man embodies a duality, the introverted need for solitude and the extroverted desire for meaningful connections. Balancing these seemingly contradictory aspects of their personality poses a perpetual challenge. 9. Desire for deep conversations. Shallow conversations leave the INFJ man yearning for more. The challenge lies in finding individuals who appreciate and engage in the depth of discourse that fulfills their intellectual and emotional cravings. 10. The struggle with societal expectations. Societal expectations often clash with the INFJ man's desire for authenticity. The challenge becomes navigating a world that may not fully comprehend or appreciate their unconventional approach to life. 11. Overwhelming sensitivity to criticism. The INFJ man's sensitivity, while a source of insight, can also make them vulnerable to criticism. Overcoming the overwhelming impact of critique and learning to separate constructive feedback from personal attacks is a constant challenge. 12. Longing for genuine connection. The yearning for genuine connection permeates the INFJ man's existence. The challenge lies in a world where superficial interactions often overshadow the depth of connection they crave. 13. Striving for perfection. Perfectionism, a double-edged sword, drives the INFJ man to strive for excellence. However, the challenge arises when the pursuit of perfection becomes a hindrance rather than a catalyst for growth. 14. Navigating a noisy world. In a world filled with sensory stimuli and constant noise, the INFJ man struggles to find moments of peace. The challenge becomes creating havens of tranquility amidst the chaos. 15. The weight of responsibility. The INFJ man often shoulders a profound sense of responsibility, not only for themselves but for the well-being of those around them. Balancing this weight without succumbing to the burden is a perpetual challenge. 16. Idealistic career aspirations. Career aspirations tinged with idealism can pose challenges for the INFJ man. The desire to make a meaningful impact may clash with the practical demands of certain professions, leading to a quest for alignment between passion and vocation. 17. Juggling multiple perspectives. The ability to understand multiple perspectives can be a challenge as the INFJ man navigates the complexities of differing viewpoints. Striking a balance between empathy and maintaining personal boundaries becomes a delicate dance. 18. The internal struggle with boundaries. Boundaries, a necessary component of self-care, pose an internal struggle for the INFJ man. Balancing their natural inclination to support others with the need to preserve their own well-being becomes an ongoing challenge. 19. Resistance to superficiality. The INFJ man resists superficiality in all its forms. This resistance becomes a challenge in a world that often values surface-level interactions, requiring them to navigate social landscapes with authenticity and grace. 20. The loneliness of understanding. While the INFJ man craves understanding, the challenge lies in the loneliness that often accompanies this depth of comprehension. Finding individuals who reciprocate this level of understanding becomes a perpetual quest. 21. The paradox of leadership. Leadership roles, while seemingly fitting for the INFJ man's qualities, pose a paradox. The challenge lies in balancing the desire to make a positive impact with the reluctance to assume positions of authority. 22. Overcoming analysis paralysis. The INFJ man's analytical mind can sometimes lead to analysis paralysis. The challenge becomes overcoming the tendency to overthink and allowing decisive action to emerge from the depth of contemplation. 23. Intense inner world versus external expectations. The intense inner world of the INFJ man may not always align with external expectations. The challenge lies in staying true to their internal compass while navigating societal pressures and norms. 24. Navigating social labyrinths. Social interactions often resemble intricate labyrinths for the INFJ man. The challenge becomes deciphering the unspoken cues, navigating social nuances, and finding genuine connections amid the complexity. 25. The burden of high standards. The INFJ man's high standards, while a driving force for excellence, can become a burden. The challenge lies in fostering self-compassion and acknowledging that perfection is an unattainable ideal. 26. The empathetic drain. The drain of empathy, while a source of connection, poses challenges for the INFJ man. Managing their energy levels and preventing emotional exhaustion becomes a crucial aspect of their self-care. 27. Strategies for recharging. Finding effective strategies for recharging becomes an ongoing challenge. The INFJ man must identify methods that align with their unique needs, allowing them to replenish their energy and maintain a sense of balance. 28. Balancing high expectations with realities. Balancing the high expectations the INFJ man sets for themselves with the realities of life becomes a perpetual challenge. The journey involves cultivating patience and recognizing that growth is a gradual, nonlinear process. 29. The complex dance of introverted extroversion. Navigating the dance between introversion and the desire for meaningful extroverted interactions poses a challenge. Striking a balance that honors both aspects of their personality becomes an intricate and ongoing process. 30. The loneliness of longing. The INFJ man's longing for profound connections can be accompanied by a sense of loneliness. The challenge lies in embracing solitude without succumbing to isolation, finding fulfillment in moments of introspection. 31. The leadership paradox. While leadership opportunities may arise, the INFJ man often grapples with the paradox of leadership. The challenge involves reconciling the desire to lead with the preference for collaborative and egalitarian dynamics. 32. Authenticity over authority. Choosing authenticity over authority becomes a recurring challenge for the INFJ man. Navigating hierarchical structures while staying true to their genuine selves requires finesse and a commitment to personal values. 33. The INFJ runs low on energy. The perpetual challenge of managing energy levels arises as the INFJ man navigates a world that may not fully understand or accommodate their need for solitude and recharging. 34. The empathetic drain. The drain of empathy, while a source of connection, poses challenges for the INFJ man. Managing their energy levels and preventing emotional exhaustion becomes a crucial aspect of their self-care. As we conclude this exploration into the 45 challenges faced by the INFJ man, we acknowledge the intricate tapestry of their experiences.